Hey there! Welcome to Lingo Dots Podcasts. Today we're talking about someone really cool. Any guesses?
Hmm. Is it a football player?
Nope. Way cooler. We're talking about Muhammad Ali, one of the best boxers ever.
Oh, yeah. He wasn't just a great fighter. He also fought for people's rights.
Exactly. Ali's story is amazing, so let's jump right in. From his first fight to becoming a champion and beyond. So, Muhammad Ali was born in Kentucky, USA, in 1942. But back then, things weren't easy for him.
Yeah, he was born with the name Cassius Clay, right? And life was hard because of racism.
That's right. His dad painted signs, and his mom worked in people's houses to make money. They didn't have much, and on top of that, there was a lot of unfair treatment because of their skin color.
I can't imagine how hard that must have been.
Exactly. But Ali didn't let that stop him. One day, when he was just 12, his bike got stolen.
Oh no, what did he do?
He was really angry. He told a police officer named Joe Martin that he wanted to find the thief and beat him up.
Whoa, that's one way to solve a problem, I guess.
Yeah, but instead, the officer gave him a smart idea. Joe Martin also worked as a boxing coach, and he told Ali, "Hey, come to the gym first and learn how to fight the right way."
And that's how it all started?
Yup. Ali went to the gym and never looked back. At 14, he won his first amateur fight. By the time he was 18, he had won so many matches that he was chosen to compete in the 1960 Olympics in Rome.
Wow, that's really impressive for someone so young.
Totally! And he even won a gold medal at the Olympics. But things didn't go as smoothly as you'd expect when he came back home.
What happened?
Well, even though he was an Olympic champion, he still wasn't treated fairly because of racism.
That's so unfair.
I know, right? But that only made him stronger. It made him want to prove himself even more, both in the ring and outside of it. So, after winning the gold medal, Ali thought life would be easy, but it wasn't. One day, he went to a restaurant wearing his medal, feeling proud. But guess what? They refused to serve him.
No way. Even after all he achieved?
Yeah, they told him. We don't serve black people here. Can you believe that?
That's so wrong. How did Ali react?
Well, he made a joke. He said, I don't eat black people either. Just give me a hamburger. But deep down, he was upset.
I get that. No matter what he did, he still wasn't treated equally.
Exactly. But Ali didn't give up. He went from being an amateur boxer to becoming a professional fighter. And he quickly made a name for himself with his fast punches. And his big mouth.
Oh yeah. Ali was famous for trash talk. What kind of things did he say?
He'd say stuff like, I'm so fast I turn off the lights and get in bed before the room gets dark.
That's brilliant. He really knew how to make people laugh and get them excited about his fights.
He did. But it wasn't just jokes. Ali used his words to get inside his opponents' heads. It made him famous and sold a lot of tickets.
And he was also really good in the ring, right?
Oh, for sure. In 1964, he faced the heavyweight champion, Sonny Liston. Everyone thought Liston would crush Ali.
But Ali surprised them all, didn't he?
He sure did. Ali danced around Liston, avoiding his punches, and beat him. That's when he said his famous line, I shook up the world.
That must have felt amazing.
It did. And it was just the beginning. Ali wasn't only becoming a great boxer, he was becoming a legend. Right after Ali became the world champion, he surprised everyone again. He announced that he had joined a new religion called Islam, and with it, he changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali.
Why did he change his name?
He said Cassius Clay was a slave name, and he wanted a name that showed pride and freedom. Muhammad Ali meant something special to him.
That makes sense. But I bet not everyone liked the change.
You're right. Some people didn't accept his new name at first, but Ali didn't care. He believed in himself and stood by his beliefs, even when it made his life harder.
What happened next?
Well, in 1967, the U.S. government wanted him to join the army and fight in the Vietnam War, but Ali said no.
Wow, that's a big decision. Why didn't he go?
Ali said the war wasn't his fight. His famous words were, "I ain't got no quarrel with them, Viet Cong. They never called me names."
That's really brave of him. But I guess it didn't go over well with the government.
Nope, not at all. They took away his boxing license and his world title. They even told him he could go to prison.
That's so unfair. Just for following his beliefs?
Exactly. But Ali stayed strong. He didn't give in, even when he couldn't box for almost 4 years.
That must have been so hard for him.
It was. But Ali believed in doing what was right, even if it cost him everything. And that's one of the reasons people respect him so much today. After a few years, Ali's case went to the U.S. Supreme Court. And guess what?
What happened?
The court said he was right, and Ali was allowed to box again. He made his big comeback by winning 2 fights in a row. But the real challenge came when he had to fight Joe Frazier.
Ah, I've heard of that one. They called it the fight of the century, right?
Yup. It was the first time 2 undefeated heavyweight champions fought each other. Both Ali and Frazier were in their prime, so everyone was excited.
Who won?
It was a really tough fight. Both of them gave it everything they had. But in the end, Frazier won. He even knocked Ali down in the last round.
Oh no, that must have hurt, both physically and emotionally.
Definitely. Ali hated losing, but he didn't give up. He trained even harder. He fought Frazier again later and won. But his biggest fight was against George Foreman in 1974.
Oh, that's the Rumble in the Jungle, right?
Exactly. Foreman was super strong and much younger. No one thought Ali could beat him, but Ali had a plan.
What did he do?
Ali let Foreman punch him over and over while he leaned against the ropes. He called it the rope-a-dope strategy. Foreman got really tired, and that's when Ali attacked.
So smart. Did it work?
Oh, it worked perfectly. Ali knocked out Foreman and won back his world title. People couldn't believe it. It showed that Ali wasn't just a fighter. He was a thinker, too.
What a comeback. He really was the greatest.
After winning the Rumble in the Jungle, Ali was on top of the world again. But even after all of that, he kept fighting. He didn't want to stop, even though his body was getting tired.
Yeah, I heard that some of his last fights didn't go very well.
That's true. He fought Joe Frazier one more time in a fight called the Thrilla in Manila. It was brutal. Both of them almost collapsed. Ali won, but he said it felt like he was going to die.
That's scary. Why didn't he stop there?
Well, Ali loved boxing, but he also fought because he gave a lot of his money away to people who needed it. He kept going, even though it was really tough. After retiring, Ali started to have trouble with his speech and movement. Doctors said he had Parkinson's disease, which affected his body.
That must have been hard for him.
It was, but Ali stayed strong. He became a symbol of hope and peace. He worked to help others and talked about equality and kindness wherever he went.
So even after boxing, Ali kept inspiring people.
Exactly! That's why people remember him not just as a boxer, but as someone who made the world a better place. Muhammad Ali was more than just a boxer. He was a hero inside and outside the ring.
He taught us to fight for what's right, believe in ourselves, and never give up, no matter how hard life gets.
Exactly. Ali's story is one we can all learn from. He really was the greatest.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe. We have more fun talks like this coming your way.
Thanks for listening. See you next time on Lingo Dots Podcasts.